Coach had mentioned, you touched on a little bit about those few plays at the end of either the half or the end of the game that kind of got away from you guys last year. How do you close that gap up this year and win those situations?
I believe by, how we start, we have to finish the same way. Saying that, the energy that we bring to the field from the beginning, coming out of the locker room, how we so hyped and just ready to play, that has to kick in again when that second half, everybody's taking a break and whatnot and rehydrating and stuff like that. Okay, second half has to be just like the first half for us. I know it was a couple years before when we were a second half team. Last year we became that first half team. This year we're going to be that all around team. So not only are we going to start strong, but we also going to finish strong too.
Why do you feel that way?
Because a lot of us being younger players, because we were younger players, we watched a lot of guys in front of us do the same jobs that we came into that role. I just feel like we were young-minded. So we were so ready to get up out there and get on the team and whatnot, but as soon as halftime came, everybody's emotions kind of, died down a little bit. Everybody kind of relaxed. And when you get relaxed in this game, that's when you get beat. So with that young mind in place for us, we lost. We lost big time games too.
What did you adjust over the summer from seeing Coach Woody's defense and what he wants you to do, kind of mentally or reps or physically? Was there anything that you adjusted or thought about or spent time working on?
Yeah, my get off, my stances. I know that he has a big thing about firing off the ball, because you want to beat that tackle. When that ball moves, you don't want to be a step behind him, because the tackles that we go up against in the ACC are giants. So being faster than every opponent that we go up against and being more aggressive than anybody we play, I felt like working on my get off and my hand motions and different stuff like that was really something I had to adjust to because I wasn't used to it playing regular linebacker.
It seems like you've been a downhill player. That's kind of your game. You were kind of forced to do things that maybe didn't fit as well in the past. This seems like it fits you, even though it maybe isn't exactly what you did in the past. But it seems like a good fit for your skill set. Is that kind of how you see it?
Yeah, I know in the past I was just a wrecking ball. Coming out of high school, the thing was see ball, get ball.
Yeah.
So you didn't really have no assignments. You just had to be a headhunter. You just had to run into stuff and knock it out your way and get to wherever the ball was. Coach Woody kind of slowing me down and kind of letting me understand how important it is to think before you act on certain things. If things can cause me to avoid different tackles trying to block me and stuff like that, that might be the best route to take instead of trying to run straight through his chest and he's 380 and he just catch me and it was like, okay, did you learn something from it? But he's really teaching me and helping me understand, it's more to this game than just being, physical and being a bloodbath out there, just having a nasty game where you just hear everybody saying, oh, he hit him hard, but we still lost. So it's more to it, and I'm learning it as I go.
And you have a different relationship with Coach Woody than a lot of the other guys because he's your position coach too. So kind of what's that like? And you get to spend maybe a little bit more time with him than some of the other guys.
Yeah. Coach Woody, when he first came in, I was like, I kind of missed Coach Roof a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I was so used to Coach Roof. Coach Woody, he came on to me, and I'm starting to feel more of a connection, more of a bond with him, because he is a different kind of coach, and but I like him though, and I'm relating to him a lot more.
Did it help? I mean, it was just you and Jaquan for a lot of the spring after some guys went down with injuries. Mm-hmm. Do you think that helped in terms of you getting used to kind of him and getting a lot more one-on-one coaching?
Yeah, it was a lot simpler being able to break it down with Coach Woody and then try to help Jaquan on the other end too. But he also is another smart player, a very good player who picks up things very quickly as well as I do. But just being a year older than him, it kind of helped me, learn my role a little better too, trying to keep up, make sure he's trying to stay on the same page as the rest of the defense.
Is there a pride element to all this? You guys haven't played the type of defense I know you would like to play over the years. I imagine this being your senior year, is there kind of an element you guys want to kind of make a name for yourselves in your last year?
Oh yeah, of course. I don't know many teams where you have a defense and that defense isn't the most feared. You know, not only on that team, but you know, the teams you got to go up against. You know, so coming from high school, you know, way back in the day, I played on the defense where other teams feared, you know, playing against us. So that's what I want to get back to, you know, here at Georgia Tech. My senior year going out, I would love to have that defense where teams that know they got to play Georgia Tech, their offense really panicking, you know, about what they got to do and what they got to execute in the game.
I guess it would be like sort of the opposite of what Coach Johnson's offense is. People kind of fear having to defend that, having that from a defensive perspective, kind of like what Clemson basically does to people. Is that kind of what your goal is for?
Yeah.
To build that legacy.
Yeah, to be a all around, the team all around fear in the ACC. I don't think we had our year just yet, but I have high hopes and I have faith that this year is our year to do something big.
Does it help? I mean, you guys were 4 plays away from the ACC championship game last year.
Yeah.
It didn't go to a bowl. I mean, that's super strange, and you know, seems like luck would flip your way maybe a little bit, and just in general, the margin's that close to being successful versus staying home in December or whatever.
Yeah, I think that hurt more than anything, because just to know how close that was for us, and we didn't accomplish the goal that we set at the beginning of the year. That always hurts, because you have so much, like, you expect so much out of your team, out of yourself in this game, and when you don't get to, you know, meet those goals, you feel like you let so many people down. You feel like you let yourself down at the same time. So it is worse. It's double the, you know, pain when you're going through it.